Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Here live in Jow. It's an early morning. If my voice sounds a little scratchy, it probably is, but we're here. This is Jimmy Jones alongside my partners. We've got the Thumb, Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Good morning, everybody. We're ready for some early morning basketball.
That's right, and of course we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Good morning, Jim and Charlie. Thank you very much for getting up here early, setting everything up, getting us a chair, getting us a spot. We greatly appreciate it for us older gentlemen.
I'm trying to figure out why you old guys leave this young guy to carry everything. And set
It's a New Year's resolution. We're going to let Charlie do it all by himself.
Like an old pack mule over there.
Well, see, what we knew is
well fed.
With the game being early, you know, the older you get, the earlier you wake up. You know,
you don't need that many hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You're still ugly.
Sense.
We need the beauty sleep.
So we were like, we'll let Charlie get there with the equipment and get it all set up for us. But
he ain't even had his coffee yet, huh, Charlie?
Well, actually, I had a half a cup that I got at Allsup's because that's where I found it, and I forgot it. Well, I didn't have enough hands. I needed to grow another hand where I can carry my coffee in.
That's right.
I have an extension cord, a table, a case, a little white box. You should have seen me coming in here.
You can get off your soapbox, okay, Charlie?
Hey, I had an old lady that looked like she was about 900 years old. She ran to the door to open it for me.
He said 900 years old.
She was 900. Well, that's a good number to go with because any other number you go with, you're liable to get beat up.
You don't want to get close.
Yeah. So 900's a good number when you're calling somebody an old lady.
His wife, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you throw out a number like 40 or 60 or even 70 or 80, you're probably going to get whooped by somebody. So saying an old lady that's 900, you're probably in a safe space.
She ran to the door. Okay?
That's right. Did a couple of cartwheels and opened the door for him.
She's like, come on, old man, can't you get in here?
That's exactly right. Well, we're live here in Jow, back in the pit one more time as your Eunice Cardinals are going to face the Hobbs Eagle JV boys team here. You know, if looking at comparable opponents is any idea of how this game could go, this should be a good ball game here today, a good even matchup. You know, anytime you say Hobbs, you think basketball.
You better bring your game.
That's right, and it doesn't matter whether it's JV, C team, sophomores, freshmen, even elementary, you better come to play basketball. And so we've got Hobbs JV here. We've got the Eunice varsity here. Eunice with a huge win. Amazing game last night and a great win over an extremely talented Magdalena team. My opinion, I've been watching Eunice basketball, of course, for years. That may be one of the best boys basketball games, start to finish, that I may have seen from a Eunice boys basketball team in 10, 15 years. I mean, to me, that game yesterday was probably a better overall start-to-finish performance against a high-quality team.
Correct.
That, you know, I've seen our teams play some good games against, you know, the Bad News Bears. But as far as a high-quality team, Magdalena's the real deal, and the Cardinals came in yesterday and just absolutely took care of business, got the win. I mean, granted, they won by 1 point.
But it's a win.
It is a win, and it was an absolutely good game. So
I'll still give kudos to the coach. I think he played a real good chess game towards the end.
No, I agree with you. Everybody who listens to me do any of this kind of stuff knows I try my best to call it as I see it. I say what I think, which sometimes hurts people's feelings, but I don't always agree with calls, coaches, game plans, whatever that people do. But I will tell you, yesterday, Coach McBee and the Eunice Cardinals had one heck of a game. So
I had somebody. Oh, go ahead, Rosendo.
I just hope they can carry that same momentum in today's game early in the morning.
Yeah.
Hope they have the same energy, the same discipline you can see on both sides of the court.
Yeah.
You know, I had somebody ask me, what happened towards the end of the boys' game? What was all that? I said, well, they kept calling timeouts because, you know, they would try something, timeout.
Yeah.
Try something else, timeout, you know.
Yeah.
And then they time out trying to ice our guy.
Yeah.
It's just all strategy. You know, a lot of people understand why was all the time. It's just about strategy. That's all that is.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot more that goes into the game than just dribbling and shooting.
Yeah, people don't understand that. That's what made Phil Jackson so great, you know what I'm saying?
I used to have people ask me all the time, you know, would you be interested in coaching boys when I was coaching girls? And I you know, I don't know, something in me was interested, but at the same time, the thing that I always enjoyed about the girls' game is I felt more like someone running the controls of a game at the, you know, like you're playing a game at the house, because you could, a lot of the girls' game, in my opinion, was even more strategy and more based on what the coaches calls and plays. Sometimes. And in the boys' game, you know, you can't, and it's changing through the years. I mean, every year it gets a little different, and now you're seeing things start to swing. But in the boys' game, you know, you've got people jumping from the free throw line and slam dunking on folks and whatnot. You can teach whatever you want to teach. That stuff, you know, you can't teach that. Mm-hmm. And so I always enjoyed the girls' game because I felt like, as a coach, I felt like it was more of a battle of coaches and game plans and strategies and you know, things that you taught the kids, not strictly pure athleticism.
Yeah, give it to the 6-footer underneath, right?
That's right. Not always, but that was always kind of my, you know, that was my thinking a lot of times. So anyway, we've got two teams here, Eunice, Hobbs JV. You know, I ran to the office this morning. I printed out, of course, our Eunice roster. The Hobbs JV, you know, JV teams are typically not up to date in max prep, so I didn't even print out a Hobbs JV roster so the guys won't have one. I ran across the court a while ago and just wrote the last names and numbers. They were handwritten on a piece of paper over there for the book, and I can tell you that some of them were hard to read. So if I'm calling your kid and, you know, your kid's name is Love and I'm calling him Low, it's because that's what it looked like on the piece of paper.
Plus he had a little blurry vision this morning.
Well, yeah, you know, I always have that because I'm old. But anyway, so both teams out on the court getting ready to get started here today. It'll take me a few minutes to start to get the hang of some of these Hobbs JV kids, as I don't know them all, even though I spent about 15 years up there. And Hobbs JV definitely going to win the tip as big 4-2 Estrada goes up high and wins the tip. So Sanders got the ball out near the top of the key. He's going to head over to the right side,
nice
and he has it taken away by Hyan Castro. So Castro with the steal.
And Mata with a deep three from the left corner, and he misses.
And it's up and no good. So let's see here.
Came out shooting, didn't they, the Eunice Cardinals?
Absolutely. So here comes Hobbs back the other way. Looking at that, that's 20. That is Low or Love. I think it's a Low. 24 is Sanders. He's going to head through the middle. He throws up a shot. It gets deflected around into the hands of the big man. That is Estrada, and then he has his shot blocked. And then the Cardinals come away with it on the rebound by Calvillo. So here comes Eunice across the timeline. Hyan Castro swings it over to Gomez on the right side. Gomez up for three. It won't go. Big rebound there by Low, and here come the Eagles. Nice reverse pivot spin move in the paint, and then a rebound and putback by Wheeler, and Hobbs gets on the board first. It's 2-0.
They draw first.
And Eunice, sorry about that, Charlie. Eunice has shot 2 deep threes. We kind of go back to our basics using 2 somewhere.
Well, and especially in a game like this where you're probably going to have the size advantage.
Yes, sir.
Calvillo running through the lane, throws up a shot. It won't go. You got a rebound by Estrada, and coming back the other way is Low. He's going to hand off to Sanders up near the top of the key. Sanders dribbles with the left hand, heads to the left side, and then he throws it away into the hands of a Calvillo who's on the Cardinal team. So here comes Eunice back the other way. Hyan Castro crosses over, flips it to Calvillo. Calvillo going to pull from deep. His shot goes up. It hits the little cable that pulls the goal back and forth, and so that'll be out of bounds, and so the ball will go back to Hobbs. So Hobbs to inbound it. That's number 34, Wheeler.
And Eunice has a full court press here, huh?
They are in the full court pressure. Hobbs, something they've been known for many, many years, is the full court press. Cross-court pass into the hands of Feltz. Feltz thought about the three, and now he's going to swing it back cross-court to Low, and Low's going to shoot it from almost half court. It won't go, and the rebound by Maddox Mata. Maddox Mata had a heck of a game yesterday. Had a really nice alley-oop down under the...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that little reverse layup type of deal.
Oh, man, yeah.
Nice
really nice. And there's Hasiel getting on the board for 2 off the assist. And so the Cardinals even the game back up at 2 apiece. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Coming down the floor is Lowe. Lowe's trapped in the corner. They're trying to take it away from him there. He does swing it up top. Gets it back to Sanders. Sanders going to reset him, and the Cardinals going to scoot the defense back.
Oh, nice pick there.
Hasiel with the steal. And now he's headed down the floor.
Nice pass. Oh.
Mata with the shot that's up. It's no good. And then the ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles, and it'll be Cardinal basketball. Battle of the Birds here today.
Sir. Yes,
Battle
sir.
of the Birds.
That shot by Mata was a little contested there by the Hobbs player.
So Hyan Castro to throw it in. He tried to throw it in down low. And blocking it out of there was Almanza, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Cardinal basketball. So Hyan to throw it in. He's got a long glass of water there, and Almanza up in front of him, face guarding the ball. And they do get it into Mata this time. Mata going to dribble up toward the top of the key. Comes off the pick for Calvillo, and now he's going to pull for 3. His 3 is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Gomez.
Out to Castro.
They kick it to Castro. Castro's 3 is up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound into the hands of Lowe. And here comes Hobbs, and there's going to be a travel as Feltz got it on the run and kind of shuffled his feet before he put it on the floor.
He was going a little too faster for the ball.
Yep. 4:53 to go here.
Somebody said somebody else used to.
2-2 is your score. Gomez thought about the 3, and now he's going to attack off the dribble, then spins around, throws up a fadeaway, no good. High rebound there by the big man Estrada for the Eagles. Here comes Hobbs back the other way. That's Lowe. Lowe going to cross it over, step on the Panther eye. Almost had a screen there from Estrada, then a little spin move, and then a skip through the middle. And when you do that little jump stop move, you got to land both feet at the same time. If it sounds like a solid thud, no travel. You hear the tut-tut on the jump stop, it's going to be a travel.
Almost lost that ball there.
That's 4 turnovers for the Eagles so far here early in this ball game. Calvillo with it out on the right wing. He gets it up to Mata. Mata with it at the top of the key. Gets in the triple threat position, now puts it on the floor, backs up, gives it to Castro. Castro back to Gomez. Gomez out on the left wing, pump fakes and then drives through the middle. Floats back, throws up a floater. It won't go. Rebounded into the hands of Mata on the deflection from Hassi. They get it back to Hyan Castro up near the top of the key. He crosses over, heads over to the right side. He's looking down low for Gomez. Was going to skip it down there, but cutting through was Hassi, and he brought his defender with him, and the rebound's going to, after it battled or bounced around a while, it's going to end up in the hands of Lowe. Yes, I concur.
Well, first game here, it's a little early.
They swing it over to the left side into the hands of Feltz. Lowe going to take it up near the top of the key. A little dribble bounce pass into Almanza. Almanza reverse pivots. It swings all the way to the other side of the court. And then Lowe going to step through the middle, a little Euro step on a deflected shot, and rebounded by Luis Gomez. So here comes Eunice back the other way. Hyan Castro with the crossover. Bounce pass out to Mata. Mata going to come off the pick.
Thought about that
for Calvillo. Yes, he did. And then Calvillo is going to come through. He fakes the little handoff. Now he's going to throw up the fadeaway. His fadeaway won't go, and the Cardinals are cold. Colder than it is outside.
I believe you're right. Cold enough out there.
They drop it right down into Estrada. Estrada's shot is up. It's no good. Hyan Castro grabs the rebound and then tries to push it. And as he does, he gets slapped on the arm.
I believe that's by Estrada, right?
I think so. Estrada tried to use those long arms to reach in there and knock that ball away from Castro. And the official thought he got him on the arm.
Coop came in here for the game for the Eunice Cardinals.
So we've got Coop Dog, number 34, Pearson, over in the right corner. Hyan Castro going to bring it across the timeline. Calvillo out there setting a little pick, and then a shot is up. It won't go. And then rebounded there by number 22. That's Arriaga, I believe. So Arriaga brings it down the court, kicks it over to 2-4. That's Sanders. He had it picked from behind. And then it gets deflected. Stolen back by Estrada. They kick it out for 3. The 3 is up. It's no good. High rebound there by the big man Almanza. And then they kick it back out for another 3. Luis Gomez now grabs that rebound for the Cardinals, his 3rd of this early ball game. Luis with it out here on the left wing. Swings it cross court to Mata, who's going to shoot the deep 3. It rattles around. It won't go. The big man Coop Coop Dog Pearson in there getting a rebound, and then I guess it got knocked out of his hands and it's going to go out of bounds.
The score is 2-2 here in the first quarter.
Man, you wouldn't have expected this from these two as far as the I guess it is definitely a defensive game, and there is a steal by the Cardinals.
Oh, we can't even buy a layup. We can't even buy a layup this morning.
Castro banks the layup off the back of the backboard, off the rim, and no good. But coming back the other way is the Eagles. They throw up a three. High rebound for the
block by Gomez.
Gomez with a high block.
Some horrible basketball right now.
Ball gets deflected around. And here we go, Hyan Castro. A lot of action, not much offense, but a whole bunch of defense so far. And Gomez says, all in that, as he throws up an NBA three-pointer, and it is good with 1:11 to go in the first.
He broke the seal now. Here we go.
5-2.
Wow. A head-on collision there in midcourt.
Yes, we did. They called the foul on the Cardinals. I believe that'll be on Hyan Castro. So with 1:06 to go in the first, your score, Eunice 5, Hobbs JV 2, and it'll be Eagle ball.
This first quarter is looking like a pickup basketball game, isn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, with a bunch of guys my age.
Or older.
Yeah. So Lowe's out there with it. He dribbles across, heads over to the top of the key, through the free throw line,
again.
And then he does that same thing. He bounces it, and then off the skip, he's hitting that little double feed, and his coach and the official are discussing it. But, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a good-looking little move, but as he hit with the 2 feet, I think they called him for it. So Eunice coming back the other way. Mata kicks it out to Gomez. Gomez thought about the three, pump fakes, heads through the middle, and he's going to go to the ground, and they're going to call the blocking foul.
Are they shooting or is on the ground?
I think it'll be on the floor. He never got a shot up. So.
Oh, they're giving the ball to, I thought the Hobbs was going to get it, but no.
So Hyan Castro to throw it in for the Cardinals under their own basket. Mata catches it. He's going to throw up a three. It won't go. Battle for the board into the hands of the big man Almanza for the Eagles. Here comes Hobbs and Lowe back the other way. Across the timeline. Kicks it over to the left side to Sanders. Back to Lowe near the top of the key again. Back to Sanders on the left wing. He's going to pull for three, and he sinks the three. And Sanders says, anything you can do, I can do better. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We got a 5-5 ball game.
That's crazy, huh?
Gomez with the one-hand pass out to Mata on the right wing. Hyan Castro thought about the three. He steps back, dribbles up near the top. Mata with it now out near half court. Mata going to pit it on the floor, goes over to Castro. Castro's three is up, it's no good, it's going to go out of bounds. And at the end of one, your score, a very low scoring, Eunice 5, Hobbs JV 5. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
It's 5-5, huh, here in jail? Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Outlaw Grill and Big Enemy Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Badger Hydrovac, and Eunice Wrecker. Our proud sponsor of today's boys and girls basketball game as the girls play today at 1:45.
Yeah, so we'll have at least one game in between these games, and then to the girls. So.
And we're going to sneak in a nap at that time, right?
Yeah, probably. It'll probably be a good idea for sure.
Over here in the cafeteria behind us?
Yeah.
Charlie can cook us some brunch, and while we sleep a little bit.
We'll cook y'all up some bacon and eggs.
I'm all for some brunch, but I got all the respect for Charlie in the world, but I'm not sure he's the guy to go do it for us. I don't know.
I can cook it up.
He was a chef in the Navy, weren't you?
He was a chef?
They call him Under Siege.
Yeah, he was a seaman. But, so here we go. Starting the second quarter, Eunice with the ball. Going to bring it across the timeline is Castro. He dribbles over to the right side, kicks it to Mata. Mata puts it in his left hand, and then he's going to pull up at the three, and he hits it. Maddox Mata for the deep three. Gives the Cardinals a 3-point lead. Coming back the other way is Lowe. Lowe dribbling through traffic. Closely guarded by Hasiel. Now into the hands of Arriaga, and he has it, kicks it back up top. It gets deflected into the backcourt. Below's going to pick it up, and because of the deflection, there's no backcourt there. So coming across is Lowe. Lowe comes off the pick, drops it into the corner. Kind of looked like a shuffled feet there,
when they gathered their feet like that, I thought that was a call.
Lowe going to pull from deep. His three is up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound into the hands of Wheeler, number 3-4, a sub here on the floor for the Eagles.
JV team.
Yep. So Hobbs with the ball. They throw it in on the baseline. They kick it all the way up top to Sanders. Sanders going to dribble across over here toward the right side. Stops at the top of the key, and from NBA range, he throws up a three. It won't go. Luis Gomez with another rebound. That's his 5th of the ball game. Hyan Castro dribbles across the Panthers, steps in his eye, swings it over to the right side to Mata. Mata drops it into Gomez at the high post. Now they have a little high-low action.
There it is.
And a little turnaround float away shot by Jose Calvillo on the assist from Luis Gomez. Eunice in the trapping defense
nice steal
here,
there.
stolen away by Gomez, and Gomez with another nice pass to Hasiel, and Hasiel gets his 2nd bucket of the game. He's got 4 off the Luis Gomez assist again. So Hobbs trying to push it across the timeline, and there's going to be a travel, so that Eunice pressure creating a travel there and another turnover. That is 8 turnovers already for this Hobbs Eagle JV team. So Eunice to inbound it. Hasiel throws it to Hyan, and they head over to the right side. They swing it to Mata. They did. They get it to the high post again. Luis Gomez had his shot blocked, but it's rebounded by Calvillo, and as Calvillo spins and attacks the basket, he's going to get fouled, and I think that'll send him to the free throw line.
I believe it will. Beautiful move though by Calvillo, catching doing that spin move into the defender.
Calvillo's, we've talked about him in the past. For those Hobbs folks that are tuning in, you probably hadn't seen the young man before, but he's the center on the football team. He's the first baseman on the baseball team, and I mean, he's got colleges looking at him on the baseball field. He's very athletic for a big old boy, and he's a big, wide, strong boy, left-handed young man, and
he does a beautiful, good job, man.
Yep, makes both free throws. So he's now got 4 points here in this game. He almost had a steal there. Hobbs does end up back with it. They throw up a little double clutch, underhanded shot at the basket. It won't go, and Luis Gomez comes away with the rebound. Hyan Castro going to bring it across the timeline for Eunice. They kick it over to Hasiel out on the left side. He drops it to the high post. Little high-low action between the two post players for Eunice. Reverse pivot by Gomez, and Gomez lays it in for 2 off the Calvillo assist.
Young man goes to the right, comes back to his left, and does a little layup there. It's pretty talented there, don't you think, Mr. Charlie?
5:35 to go here in the first half. Eunice trapping again up here near the half-court line. It's going to get knocked away. Oh, and ends up back in the hands of the Eagles.
I thought we had a steal there for
a
second.
I did too. I was already looking down to put it on my sheet. There's a long three that's up, no good. High rebound by Jose Calvillo. Calvillo and the Cardinals coming back the other direction.
Look at that.
Hyan Castro had a cut to the basket, and a nice hand there by Sanders.
And deep three there.
Hasiel Gorta
went up forever.
Man, he sent that one up to the rafters. Anytime you see him shoot, he always does that. He's got a lot of arch on all his shots. And that one I thought was going to touch the rafters before it came down and went in. There's a block by Calvillo, but into the hands of the Eagles, and swinging it back this way. Sanders with it on the right wing. Number 24, Sanders puts it on the floor, heads to the right side, and he loses it. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Eunice basketball.
A lot of contact there.
Oh, no way.
Nobody touched it.
He didn't touch it. He lost it by himself.
Yeah, he lost it out of bounds. So, if they have and then Hobbs going to quickly put that one in. I believe that was Wheeler. If that was Wheeler, and I'm going to give it to him, that was his 2nd bucket of the game. It's now 19-7 Eunice. 4:30 to go in the second. They give it to Mata. Mata catches, turns around with a little fadeaway. His shot won't go, but it was rebounded by Wheeler, his 3rd rebound of this game. Sanders going to cut. Steps through the middle, little fadeaway jumper won't go. High rebound by Luis Gomez, and here comes the Cardinals. Hasiel with a little slow and go, throws up a shot, has it knocked out of his hands. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Cardinal ball.
The score is 19-7 here in the second quarter. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here.
And 4:10 remaining in the second. 4:10 like a shotgun, and we've got a timeout on the floor. The Eunice Cardinals and their coach McBee want to talk about it for just a bit, get everybody calm back down. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services are proud sponsors for this game today and the one later on at 1 o'clock for the girls.
We've had the
We couldn't
station
be here doing this.
station tell us we were blasting just a little bit. What happens? We've got all these different volume levels on our board, and you have to adjust them.
We blast.
Well, and the bad thing is when you do blast, it turns into like where you can't hear
nothing.
Jose Calvillo takes that inbounds play and puts it off the glass for 2. So that young man now has 6 points.
He's waking up, ain't he?
Yep.
Almost
Deflected
over.
away. Now he's got a
Almost over.
steal. And so here comes Gomez. Gomez with the double clutch gets knocked to the floor. And so Calvillo with another steal. And Gomez will go to the line as he was fouled there.
About 24, and that's 2 on
That's
him.
Sanders, yeah. Sanders, an important piece of this Hobbs Eagle basketball team, this Hobbs Eagle JV team.
JV, yes, sir.
You know, the Gomez makes the first. The Hobbs Eagle varsity team now coached by Ronald Ross. I had a chance to sit and visit with Ronald at a New Mexico Junior College game the other day, and, man, they've put together a great start to their season as Gomez makes the next one as well. It's 23-7.
He's doing a good job, ain't he, up there?
And he's done really good. So they've had a great season. You know, they've been ranked as high as number 1 this year. I think right now they're number 2. But, you know, Ronald's done great with those kids.
With his first year being head coach.
Yep. So Hyan Castro with a high rebound, and here come the Cardinals back the other way. They get it into the hands of Gomez on the right wing. Calvillo now with it up near the top of the key. Kicks it across to Mata. Mata gets in the triple threat position and throws a nice bounce pass.
Man. How
Throwing
beautiful
up
would
a
handle
shot
it.
was Gomez. It had a little spin on it, made it tough to handle, but Hobbs coming back the other way, and a really nice shot there by Zubia as he caught it on the run and laid it off the glass and in. Calvillo now with it, just across the timeline. He's now going to get it back to Hyan. Hyan looking through, looking at Mata. Back to Calvillo. Calvillo going to put it on the floor, run down the paint. He throws one up high and off the glass, and he gets 2 more. That's 8 points for Jose Calvillo. Eunice trying to trap on the sideline, and Hobbs going to step out, and it's going to be another turnover. That's turnover number 10 for this Hobbs Eagle JV team.
That's a lot of turnovers.
A lot of turnovers.
Big Wilson coming in, number 20 for Eunice.
Yeah, so he came in for Gomez.
Yeah, the young man Wilson steps onto the floor. Gomez steps off for a little breather. Hyan Castro dribbling it up with the left hand over here to the left side, just across the timeline, kicks it over to Calvillo. Calvillo looking down for Wilson, thought about it, and then hangs on to it. The coach holler and give it to him. Calvillo going to go all the way to the left. Throws up a little. He switched hands in the air. He's a left-hander.
Yeah, so that looked kind of weird, didn't it? It looked nice.
He went up with the right hand, kind of handed it to his own left hand, and then dropped it in with contact.
So kind of like a slow, strong, developing play there.
Calvillo with the and one. That's 10 points for Jose Calvillo. His first free throw is up, and it is good. So now he's got 11. So Eunice with a 28-9 lead, 2:20 to go here in the first half. Hobbs with it. Lowe picked up his dribble and then kicked it over here to Zubia. Eunice trying to trap out here on the corners. Running through the paint is Sanders, and he double clutches and drops it in. That's his 5th point of the ball game. The Eagles now at 11. 28-11 is your score. Eunice brings it across the timeline. Hyan kicks it over to Hasiel. Hasiel with a high fade away. It's no good. Sanders with the rebound. And here he comes back the other way, and he's going to pull from the top of the key. It won't go. Mata with the rebound for the Cardinals. And Coach McBee saying, slow it down. We don't want to track meet with the Eagles.
Because they might beat us at that game.
They definitely
that's what they usually play around there,
running, yes. You know, for many years, that's what the Eagles did. They, you know, I'd go watch all their games, like when they had their four-peat, and they would,
Run
a lot of times they'd be behind at halftime. Maybe even the end of the third quarter they might be behind. But by the fourth quarter, other teams would be so tired. Calvillo with the rebound and the putback. That's 13 points for Calvillo.
A great start to that young man here.
Lowe kicks it over to Sanders. They get it across the timeline and now trying to set the offense.
Now Jimmy has a cough.
Yeah, I'm coughing now.
Here, I got plenty.
Yeah, I'm going to have to grab me one here in a minute. So there's a rebound by Hyan Castro off the missed shot, and here come the Cardinals. Calvillo with a little pump fake, runs through the middle, throws up a shot, it won't go. Battle for the board ends up in the hands of number 50. That's Almanza. That's his third rebound of this game so far. Lowe with a reverse pivot, spin move, then puts it between his legs, now behind the back, and he's going to back it out, closely guarded by Hasiel. Lowe crosses over, and they're going to call him for the 5-second call, so that's another turnover. That's turnover number 11 for the Eagles.
That was a kind of unforced turnover there by the Hobbs Eagles.
Coming in for the Eagles is McCool, number 44. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's going to be Jeff McCool's son. I was looking for Jeff. Jeff is recently retired vice president of the junior college and a former New Mexico junior college basketball coach for years. So I think that's his son up there at the top of the key, guarding Gomez now. Gomez with it, 18 seconds to go here in the first half. Hyan Castro now with it, closely guarded, 13 seconds. Down to 10, Mata with it, 8 seconds, 6, 5, Gomez puts it on the floor, runs to the free throw line, throws up a fadeaway, it won't go. McCool with the rebound, and we'll have the first half come to an end with your score, Eunice 30, Hobbs JV 11. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I want to shout out to them sponsors real quick, and then I will get the sponsor playlist going as soon as you are. Go over them right quick.
Shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, Beach 8 Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Bigger Than Me Pizza, our proud sponsor of today's games here in Jal, New Mexico.
Yeah, and I said I was going to get our sponsors playing. There we go. It connected. I was fixing to say my phone has a Bluetooth with all the sponsors on it. No, it wasn't connected through the Bluetooth, and I had to like reset it.
Surprised we have service down here in Jal. Sometimes we struggle with that.
So
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Eunice Public Schools remind all parents you're the most important person in your child's life. Please advise and encourage them to make responsible choices while supporting their efforts in education. Help teach them ways to combat the tough challenges they face constantly. Eunice Public Schools believe students come first, relationships matter, and academic excellence transforms lives. The students demonstrate integrity, tenacity, and grit while developing kindness and compassion. Eunice Public Schools and Superintendent Bruce Hatch, their educators helping students build a solid, lifetime-lasting foundation. Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 9 years and is family-owned and operated. Located at 2403 Avenue O in Eunice, they are your trusted vacuum truck provider. For vacuum truck services, call 394-1046. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Redbird LP Gas Company in Eunice reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946. Redbird LP Gas Company in Eunice reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Kind of getting a late start as we were jabbering here during the half, but the Cardinals come out and attacking the basket after the rebound is Jose Calvillo.
Goes to the line.
And he'll head back to the line. He's got 5 rebounds already to go along with 13 points. And he'll step up there to the free throw line. 7:29 to go here in the third. The Cardinals lead in this game 30 to 11.
That's his first miss from the free throw line.
I was going to say he's perfect from the line, but I didn't say it, and then he missed it.
You want to jinx him, right?
I didn't want to be the jinx. I'm usually the jinx for sure. And he makes the second. So he goes 1 for 2 there. So 31-11 is your score. Eunice with a 20-point lead. They're in the trap and defense,
look at that
and there's a steal by
Mata.
Mata, and he's going to lay it in for 2. So Maddox Mata with the steal, drops it in for 2. That is turnover number 13 for this Hobbs Eagle team.
That was a quick foul there, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Was that a foul?
Yes, he could put it on number 3 on Hacienda real quick.
I know he put it on there, but was it a foul? That wasn't the question.
I thought he called Tamatai shoe there for a second.
That's what I thought.
Hobbs to throw it in. Lowe brings it across the timeline. He's dribbling down over here to the left side. Comes off the pick from the big man Estrada. Kicks it out to the right side. A 3 is up and good by number 22. That's Arriaga as he sinks the 3 off the Lowe assist. Eunice pushing it the other way real quick. Calvillo with it. Kicks it over to Haziel. Haziel goes up strong. He gets knocked to the floor, and he'll go to the line.
That's a nice pass there by Calvillo. As you seen him cutting going down the middle of the lane there.
That's 2 on number 22.
A lot of 2s in that. 2 up there on the board. So 22 is Arriaga, I believe. As I mentioned, if I'm saying your kid or your family or somebody you know's last name wrong, my apologies. I did not have a roster for this Hobbs JV group until I got
they
here.
They corrected it. They gave the foul number to 42.
Oh, they did, and that'll be his third. Wow, that's a big deal.
Yes, it is.
That's the big man Estrada.
Estrada, yes, sir.
And so Haciel makes the second, so he goes 1 for 2. It's 34-14, back to a 20-point lead. Lowe brings it across the timeline, crosses over, picked up his dribble, got stuck for a minute, but he gets it back to Sanders. Sanders heads over to the right side, comes off the screen, pulls up, shoots the mid-range. It won't go. Rebounded by Luis Gomez. Castro with it over to Gomez. Gomez drops it into the corner to Mata. Mata has an open look at it, and he sinks it. Maddox Mata has shot the ball extremely well this year from outside the three-point arc. So he gets a 3. Now Lowe coming around, putting on a dribble clinic, gets it over to Sanders. Sanders with a little pump fake, heads through the middle, almost stolen by Mata, ends up back in the hands of Lowe, and I think Lowe got poked
in the eye.
So he grabs his eye. They stop the game to let him make
Fix
sure
his
he's
vision.
all right. Mata comes over, pats him on the back, and the two shake hands, and it's Hobbs Eagle ball. Lowe with it, crossover, heads through the middle, drops it down, and they're going to say he got fouled on the drive. Let's see who they call that one on 13. That's Calvillo. That's Calvillo's first.
Calvillo wasn't even off the floor yet when he called that foul.
The interesting thing is that's Calvillo's first, and if you've ever watched Calvillo play, it's extremely unusual for him to make it through 2.5 quarters without one foul.
He usually has 4 by now.
Yes. There's a shot that's up, no good. Multiple rebounds, and then we're going to have a jump ball.
Calvillo slings 2 Eagles down. He just helps them both back up, too.
Yes.
Freaking Jose.
Put 2 of them on. Looks like he's in the back up there on the football field for a minute.
So full court pressure here now from the Eagles. Gomez going to run through the middle, had the ball stripped away from behind, and here comes Hobbs back the other way. That's Eunice's first turnover of the half. So Lowe with it.
Sorry.
The Cardinals have only got 2 turnovers according to my stuff.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just leave it right there.
Yeah, it's been an extremely low amount of turnovers
nice
for the
steal
Cardinals,
by
and there is a steal away by Castro, and here they come the other way. Mata going to
Nice
shoot
touch
the mid-range, and he drops it in for 2. And so the Cardinals, 39.
Got it going
Hobbs
on.
JV 14. Lowe, once again, putting on a dribble clinic, loses it right there.
Better
It goes
hurry up.
backwards. Then they kick it ahead. Calvillo runs through, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Eagle ball. Substitutions, number 22, Arriaga goes out. I believe that's 30 that came in. That's Feltz. They throw it in, up to Sanders. Sanders trying to direct the offense there.
Oh, that's a double dribble.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to miss it for a second.
Yep. And so Sanders thought about he was going to pass, grab the ball, and then the person cut, and then he paused and put it back on the floor and started dribbling again.
Either
so
way, it was a
Eunice
turnover,
with
right?
it. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Mata with the 3. It's up. It's no good. Gomez with the rebound and the putback.
The score is 41-14 here in the third quarter, boss.
That's 9 points for Gomez. I had to grab me one of these cough drops from Charlie. And there's Sanders with a nice 3, and he turns around and looks at the ref and says, "Hey, can I get that call on the wrist there on the release?" So Eunice pushing the other way. Hobbs trying to trap and pressure the basketball. Castro with it. Out near the old volleyball midline there. Heads over to the right side. Looking down low, he drops it to Calvillo. Calvillo going to play some old school basketball. Throws it up high off the glass. And Calvillo kind of
that hard dribble, huh?
Yes.
I think on that game last night they'd have called that a charge.
That's 16 points now for Jose Calvillo. Lowe swings it over to Sanders. Sanders with a step back. He throws it up. It rattles around. It won't go. Calvillo with the board. Here comes Eunice back the other way again. Hasiel Gota going to attack. He kicks it over to Calvillo. Calvillo going to dribble out to the top of the key and reset the offense. He just backs
point
him
guard,
up.
huh?
He's
Look at
jabbing,
that.
going, bobbing, weaving, kicks it over to Mata. Mata
dancing
with
out there, huh?
3:15 on the clock. Eunice leads 43-17. Mata with a runner. Throws it up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Hasiel hustling, and Hasiel comes away with the rebound. They get it to Gomez. Gomez for
Step back
3,
three.
and he sinks it. Luis Gomez makes his 12th points of the game on the 3. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Eunice leads 46-17. Lowe dribbling again.
A lot of dribbling, actually.
Man, the kid's got some handles. There's no doubt about it. Sanders crosses over between the legs. Now they drop it down onto the block. Back to Sanders. He's going to pull from deep. His shot won't go. Mata with the rebound. Here comes Eunice and the Cardinals. High-end Castro crosses over between the legs, over to Gomez, down to Hasi. Hasse swings it cross court up to Calvillo. Calvillo going to shoot the long step back.
Missed
it's a
it
little
by
short.
a smidge, huh?
And saving it was Haciel, but he saves it into the hands of the Eagles, and here come the Eagles. They kick it to Sanders in the corner. He pump fakes, attacks off the dribble. His shot won't go.
Guess who rebounded?
Calvillo going to rebound.
Calvillo's everywhere, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
Heard that name a lot today.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty dang close to a double-double here. I'll count his rebounds here in a minute as I just got a bunch of marks.
Must eat Wheaties for breakfast.
Yes. Long three attempt up, no good from Mata, pushing it the other way. A shot is up, it's no good. That was Feltz, and then it was rebounded by Gomez, and Gomez kind of came up limping after that rebound, but then he makes it back down the floor. High-end throws up a three. It won't go. Lowe going to grab the rebound. And here we come back the other way. Starting to get into that fast pace that the Eagles typically prefer. Hadn't been able to put many points on the board, though. I contribute some of that, or definitely a lot of that, to this Cardinal offense. And just as I say that, Lowe drops one in off a nice spin move off the glass. 19-46 is your score. 1:10 on the clock here in the third. High-end Castro for three. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. And Haciel with another rebound. Haciel cleaning the glass today. Mata kicks it back up to High-end, and they're going to reset. He backs up, steps all over the ear of that Panther, and then kicks it over to Hasse. Hasse dribbling back, and it's knocked out of bounds by Sanders. 46 seconds to go here in the third. Numerous subs coming in.
Yes, numerous subs coming in for Hobbs. But Eunice doing a good job here on both sides of the court, man. Rebounding and making shots over here on the offensive side. Very impressed.
I see McCool. I see a Cerna.
We got 6 people out there for the Hobbs Eagles.
One's going to step off. That's Feltz.
Shouldn't that be a tech?
That's a technical.
Because they blew the whistle through the ball in, but I guess not, huh?
Looks like there was some confusion as to who was in for who. Yeah, I would guess if your game was a little closer, two varsity teams, a conference game, something, you'd probably see that. I think here they're just like, it'll be all right.
A little pickup game.
Yep. On the floor for the Cardinals is Big Nick Hernandez. He's making a showing here today. Another one of those linemen for the Cardinal football team. Got several of them here. Gomez
attacking.
being harassed there by Lowe, and Lowe moving his feet knocks the ball out of bounds.
He was all over him, was on his back.
Gomez is like,
please help me.
I'm a post. Why you got me out here with this fast, speedy guard trying to
get this boy a saddle?
Trying to pick my pocket.
Ride me like a horse.
Mata with it now out on the left wing. He's going to put it on the floor, heads over, throws it. And
no look past nobody.
I don't know who he passed.
He's going to steal it right back. Oh.
And so, man, I was just talking about how the Cardinals didn't have many turnovers, and
he passed it.
I said it. And
to you.
Now we've had a couple real quick, and there's another one.
Nice pass. Oh, we missed a layup. Hobbs misses the layup there.
That shot is up. It's no good. That Cerna was the one that missed that shot down there. And so at the end of three, your score, Eunice 46, Hobbs JV 19. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Bigger Than Me Pizza. Our proud sponsor of today's basketball games as the Eunice boys are winning here 46-19.
So the Cardinals, for the Cardinals, Luis Gomez has 12 points to go along with 10 rebounds, so he's already got a double-double here in the first three quarters. And then Jose Calvillo's got 16 points and 8 rebounds through three. So two young men definitely got a legit shot. Well, one's already got a double-double. The other one's 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Maddox Mata also with, 6. He's got 10 points and 4 rebounds and a few steals. Haciel with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points and a few rebounds. So, anyway.
Hobbs will get the ball to start the fourth quarter.
And Eunice keeps playing like they did the other night, right? I mean, playing good basketball.
And they played good basketball. I got to be honest with you. Like I said, I try to call a spade when I don't agree with something and what I say it how I think.
Yep.
I think Coach McBee has done a better job this year.
I concur 100%.
Than any of his coaching years. And just as I say that, Hobbs comes down, drives, and puts one off the glass and in.
It's a program that's building.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, I don't think anybody probably outside of their team and teammates and coach
would think this of them right now.
Yes, because, they graduated
a lot of
4
talent.
Starters last year that contributed the overwhelming majority of their points, rebounds, steals. I mean, you're talking all state level guys that graduated last year, and we've got a timeout on the floor, but guys that I didn't think they could replace this year.
And here we go.
and I mean, right now we may be having a better season than we had last year.
I concur, and they have a better team atmosphere right now, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
The ball moves a lot, everybody's scoring a lot, so
yeah, it's
different. It's a different team from last year.
Different team, no doubt. I mean, you take guys like Ashton Thompson and Billy Blevins, Jorge Gomez.
Yeah, hard to replace those
guys. I mean, those guys, and I mean,
with all due respect,
yeah, those guys. You look at the team and you go, yeah, you lost a big chunk of your team, but the record and the stats and the numbers indicate that they're doing just as well, if not better, than they did last year. And they're playing. I mean, that win over Magdalena, as I mentioned, was
opened up a lot of eyes.
Quality win.
As we just get an easy layup here.
Eunice with a little trick play there, and they drop it in for 2 on as Luis Gomez now with 14 points. So coming back the other way is Lowe. He gets it to Sanders. I thought he shuffled his feet. No call. He throws up a floater. It won't go. The rebound and put back by the big man 4-2. That's Estrada. That's his first bucket of the game.
And he's been in foul trouble most of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
48-23, under 7 minutes to go in this ball game. Eunice with the lead over the Hobbs JV. Mata with it. Gives it to Gomez. Gomez up near the top of the key. Kicks it over to high end. Over to Calvillo. Calvillo tried to. Man,
can't do that guy.
All of our big men end up guarded by Lowe, and
and he's all over it.
Man, that guy's got quick feet and hands. He's not a guy that you want to put it on the floor with out there for sure. Calvillo
just like that, they steal it from Calvillo.
And just as I said that, Lowe takes it from Calvillo and heads the other way and lays it in for 2. Lowe is quick as a cat.
The score is 48-25 in favor of the Eunice Cardinals here in the 4th quarter.
Hasiel gets it back to high end over to Gomez. Gomez thought about the 3 and then
steal.
Throws it away. I spoke too soon on the turnovers. Hobbs, we talked about this earlier, and there's going to be an and 1 for Estrada as he puts it off the glass, gets the foul. That's his 4th point of the ball game, and he'll have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. But we talked about Hobbs and their style. They run you, they run you, they run you, and in the 4th quarter, they come clawing back into these games because they get you to play their pace, and he makes that one as well. And we talked about this earlier in the game, and Eunice has run with them.
And that's when we start struggling. Turnovers come about that.
Well, up to this point, we've done it pretty good, and the last 2 or 3 minutes you're starting to see those turnovers. We had 2 turnovers through like the first 3 quarters, and we've got 6 in the last probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, and the score has changed about 48-28 here.
And that's a good timeout. Coach getting over, getting their head back in it.
Still a 20-point lead here for the Cardinals, but you're starting to see Hobbs, as we mentioned, in that 4th quarter, they start to wear on you. And here they come. They're clawing back into this thing. The Hobbs Eagle press starts to make you feel a little tired.
Right?
You get a little tired. You don't make as crisp of passes. Your brain isn't thinking quite as clearly. And the next thing you know, you're turning the ball over and they're on a run.
You lose by 1.
Yes. Gomez back over.
That was almost a walk.
High end. Pressured there. He's trying to get it ahead. They throw it way down the floor. Gomez goes up high and gets it. Oh, almost taken away there by Sanders. Over to Hasiel. Hasiel up to high end. High end over to Calvillo. Calvillo closely guarded as well. Calvillo running through. It's a little spin move. Double clutches and then steps in. They're going to call him for the travel, I think. Yes. So
nobody's made a call, but we're going to assume it was a travel.
This one out here made it.
Okay.
I was looking for this guy to make it, but he made it out here.
The one over there at the other end of the court. Yeah.
He's smiling. Look at you.
So Low now coming through. They kick it down the right side, pushing up the floor. A shot is up. It's no good. High rebound for Estrada. His putback won't go in.
Calvillo.
And then Calvillo.
Oh, they're going to call it a jump ball.
Man, he was on his back. Get him a saddle.
But it's going to be Hobbs, Eunice's ball.
Nope.
Yeah, look at the arrow.
Yep. You're right.
Oh, okay.
I was so
confused for a second.
I know.
Turnover. Ooh,
almost got
Man,
turnover.
That kid is fast.
As I mentioned, they start to wear on you with this pressure, and so we'll see if the Cardinals can relax, get their wits back about them. Haziel throws it through. Mata's able to go
Mata's
get it,
fast,
and then they get it to Gomez. Gomez puts it on the floor, and he's going to have it taken away. That's the 8th turnover in the last probably 3-4 minutes. And there's running through the middle. A shot is up. It's no good. High end comes away with it, and McBee wants to calm his team down a little bit. He calls a timeout here.
Full timeout.
With just a few minutes left in this ball game. Hobbs back within 20, just kind of floating around that 20 mark.
Give a shout out to these sponsors right quick. Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Your sponsors for today's matchup between the Hobbs JV and the Eunice boys. Pretty tough game. I think this fourth quarter is going to be the test right here.
Yeah, for sure.
If we could just take care of the ball, slow down a little bit, and I think we'll be okay. But if we don't do that, we're going to be in a bind, boys.
Yeah. So the Hobbs, I said there was a few minutes left because they had the timeout ticker up on the thing. There's 5 minutes left, so there's still
quite a bit of time.
Yeah, too much time.
If you think about it, Eunice scored 25 points in that second quarter. Hobbs is definitely capable. So, anyway, 5 minutes to go here, 20-point game. High-end Castro with it. Looking down low, he does get it to Calvillo. Oh,
the back was wide
back
open.
To Mata. Mata
going
to pull for three.
Oh.
That three is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Hassi. Hassi's rebound.
Two rebounds there by Calvillo, and that should put him in the double-double right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna put him over the double-double mark. He's now got 10 boards to go along with 18 points.
Look at the handles on that kid, man. 5 seconds. Got to get past that timeline there.
So turnover number 5, 10, 15. That's 17 turnovers for this Hobbs Eagle JV team.
Damn, we got 160? They had 160 on the scoreboard.
I was looking at my numbers like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
I got
Look
you.
at that backside pass by Gomez to Mata.
Mata lays it in for 2.
No, I looked up at the scoreboard and it said 28 to 160.
Like, man, that was just a turnover. We didn't score no points on that.
So 51-28 is your score. Hobbs with it near the timeline. They try to throw it down to Estrada. He's getting trapped in the corner, but he gets out of there. Flips the ball over to his teammate, and then they swing it all the way to Sanders. Back into the corner. That's 34. That's Wheeler. His shot is up. No good. 2-2 with a big rebound, and then the shot up by Estrada.
Just fouled by Castro. I mean by
Calvillo.
That'll be Calvillo, I believe,
Number
second.
2. Yep.
At this pace, he might end up with 5.
3:51 to
Get
go
them all
here
in the fourth
in the ball game.
The score is 55-28 in favor of the Eunice Cardinals.
And that one drops in.
55-29 is your score. Estrada makes the first. He's now got 2, 4. He's got 6 points with a chance for another here.
By the way, we didn't mention how good you look in that shirt today.
Oh, that's my Emmy shirt. There's a nice rebound there. And a shot over in the corner by 30. That is Feltz. He hits the mid-range right down from the baseline. Tough shot for that young man. Eunice gets the ball in. 3:35 on the clock.
Slow down.
Mata with it. He's going to throw it away here. Oh, and then stolen back by Hussey. Calvillo crosses over, and he has it taken away. That's turnover number 10 of this half for the Cardinals. Kicking it out into the corner, swinging it all the way back up. I believe that's Feltz.
That's a
and
deep
he's going to
three.
give it to Lowe. Lowe takes a deep three. It won't go. Mata
Slow down,
with it
slow down.
on the long rebound. Eunice trying to reset here. Coach McBee hollering to slow down. Calvillo closely guarded out by Estrada. Gets it over to High-End. High-End steps into a three. His three rattles around, won't go. Estrada with the high rebound.
That was a big time rebound for Estrada.
He's going to push it the other way. Stepping through, and then they throw it away. Mata comes away with the steal. So here come the Cardinals. Now they're slowing it down, and this Hobbs group starting to look like they might be getting a little tired now. They ran like heck the last quarter. And
that's going to be a turnover on Eunice. I thought he got poked out from behind.
I did too.
Well, we got big 0-0 coming into the game for the Eunice Cardinals here.
Yes, sir. That's big Anthony Rivera steps onto the court. Going to get him a little PT right here. So for the Cardinals, you've got Rivera, Gomez, High-End Castro, Maddox Mata, and Haciel out there.
Now the score is 56-1.
Yeah, I guess they're having some technical difficulties over there. The athletic director has sat down over there and started messing with it now. I met these two on the other end over there. They moved here from Texas, and he's coaching. He's an assistant football coach. I believe their last name was Peacock, yes.
Okay.
And that's the husband and wife, and they go to Lynn White there, our legendary Lynn White, former Hobbs Eagle, amazing player that went on to play for UNM. Lynn White is our barber and our newspaper guy in Eunice. Sanders knocks down a deep three.
And you said, where do they coach, you said?
They coached they were in Texas. They retired, and then they came over here. I guess there's a connection between them and some of the Tatum group. Coach Slover that coaches in Tatum and I think he's the superintendent. And Souderwide, who's the athletic director here now, who's sitting there running the scoreboard. I guess those two and this family, this couple, all used to teach together somewhere in Texas. I forget where they said, Whiteface or somewhere. And
Big city.
Anyway, real nice people. They were in the barber shop. That's the second time I've seen them in the barber shop, but the first time I've got to talk to them, we were visiting yesterday, the day before yesterday, whenever it was. So Gomez is going to get the steal there, and here comes Eunice back the other way. 52-35 is your score with under 2 minutes to go. You know, there's a ton of former Tatum people down here working in JAL now. Ever since Buddy Little, the former retired superintendent from Tatum, came down here. He's now the principal of both the middle school and the high school here at this school. He was the superintendent for years in Tatum. And when he got here originally, he was just teaching and he started doing a little coaching, and now he's the principal of both schools.
How do you do that?
That's what he's doing. I guess if you can be the superintendent of you know, when he was the superintendent in Tatum, they had some amazing things going on up there. They were winning in boys, girls sports, winning state, multiple things, and then their academics were some of the tops in the state. And so they're going to call something there, a turnover. He's called 3 seconds.
Wave his hands, I guess. I don't know.
I'm assuming that's a 3
How come
second.
he called it and not him?
Because he counts over here 3. The other guy can't count the 3.
1:09 to go here in the fourth. Your score 52-34. Eunice with the big lead over Hobbs JV.
You got Mr. Wilson back in.
And the Coop Dog, Cooper Pearson up there as well. Big Nick. And also
Jesse Ornelas.
Yes.
Whole new team out there.
Yep. Bunch of youngsters out there for the Cardinals. And of course they're facing youngsters from the Hobbs JV team. Little pump fake there by number 10. That's Cerna. He kicks it up to 14. Zubia, who runs through the paint, throws up a shot. It won't go, but a big rebound and put back by Estrada. That's 8 points for that young man. And to go along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I believe if Estrada was in the game, it would have been a lot closer game, but he got in foul trouble.
Yeah, early in the first half. Yep.
Just by seeing him the last couple of plays. Just got to start the clock there.
Yeah, and if you look at not all, but the majority of our points, a lot of our points were scored by our post.
Correct.
And so he was their big man, and he spent a lot of time in the first half in foul trouble sitting on the bench. So that definitely hurt this Eagle JV team.
Oh, nice move there.
Running it in off the glass is Ornelas off a beautiful pass. Who made that
From
pass?
Anthony.
Oh, big Anthony. All right. So coming back the other way is the Eagles. Kicking it up is Cerna. They're going to throw it into the corner, and a long, deep three is up and good by McCool. The son of Jeff McCool. A shout out to the McCool family. You know, Jeff was like I talked about his, career at New Mexico Junior College, and his wife was a heck of a basketball player as well, and a great athlete, great people, just real good people. You won't find better people than the McCools. So anyway, at the end of this ball game, they've already cleared the score, so I didn't write it down. And
what was the final on them?
I cleared it 2 here.
It looks like they're still moving things around.
41.
Is that the final score? I don't know if that's the final
because he did
score.
make a 3 at the end. Yeah, that's
so
correct.
Maybe.
Because it was
the
30
board,
into
now
3.
it's back to 39. So the final score on the board now, and they've changed it a few times, shows 54-39. So the Cards get the win over Hobbs JV. They improve. I think that makes them 9-2. It's either 9-2 or 10-2 on the season. What a start for Coach McBee,
Real good start.
Coach Ontiveros, and the Eunice Cardinal basketball team here. And you look at this young Hobbs JV group, you know that those kids right there are future Eagles that are going to do big things on the basketball court. So pretty neat to call their game for sure. Looking at some numbers here, Maddox Mata with looked like he finished with 12. Hasiel with 8. Hyan Castro with 5. No, I lied to you. He's got a couple of steals. He's got a handful of rebounds. Let's see, Jesse Ornelas with 2. He picked up 2 there late in the ball game. Jose Calvillo with a double-double. He's got 18 points to go with 10 boards. Luis Gomez with the double-double. He's got 14 points to go with 11 rebounds. Handful of assists, a couple of blocks, in fact, a few blocks. Let's see, over on the other side, Lowe showing his handles for sure. He also had 4 points, several steals, handful of rebounds, couple of assists. Arriaga with 3, a couple of boards. Sanders with 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, a couple of boards as well. Feltz with 2. Wheeler with 2, 4, 6, handful of rebounds. Estrada with 8 and 6, so 8 points, 6 rebounds. McCool with 3, and Almanza grabbed several rebounds. So that's the end of this first game. We'll have the Lady Cardinal game. I believe it's at 1:45.
Yes, sir.
So we'll have.
According to the schedule you sent last night, it could have changed, but hopefully it didn't.
That is possible. So that gives us almost 3 hours here of a break, and then we'll be logged back in ready for that girls' game. So, any final thoughts?
No, sir. Looking forward to the girls' basketball game here.
I was thinking 1. Yeah, 1:45. You're
1:45.
It's 1:45. So anyway, at the end of this ball game, the Cardinals pick up another victory, and we will be back here in just a bit. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Have a great day. We'll see you back here in a few hours.
See you in a little bit.